The foundation of Indraprastha, a detailed tale. Until the time of Draupadi's Swayamvar, all of Hastinapur believed that the Pandavas were no more. In the terrible conflagration of the Lakshagriha, the House of Lack, everyone was convinced that the 5 brothers and their mother Kunti had perished in the flames. Taking advantage of this, Shakuni, brother of King Dhritarashtra, played his move and had Duryodhana declared crown prince. But destiny had other plans. The Pandavas were not only alive but had kept their strength and patience intact while living in concealment. When Draupadi's Swayamvar was held, Arjuna, disguised as a Brahmin, completed the impossible archery challenge and won Draupadi's hand. The entire Kuru clan was shaken to learn that the Pandavas were still alive. The Pandavas and Hastinapur's politics. After Draupadi's marriage, the Pandavas grew far stronger. King Drupada of Panchala became their father-in-law, strengthening their political alliances. This made the Kauravas' jealousy and anxiety rise further. Duryodhana and Shakuni began plotting to keep the Pandavas away from Hastinapur. In this tense situation, Dhritarashtra proposed a middle path. He summoned Yudhishthira and said, "O son of Dharma, I do not wish enmity and war to arise between my sons and yours. Therefore, take your brothers and go to Pandavaprastha. Settle there and rule your half of the kingdom, the barren land of Pandavaprastha." When the Pandavas reached Pandavaprastha, they found it a deserted, barren land surrounded by a fearful forest. Wild beasts roamed there, and desolation stretched all around. At first, Yudhishthira wondered how a city could ever be built upon such wasteland. But Sri Krishna reassured him, "This desolate land shall one day transform into a city more radiant than heaven itself." The burning of Pandava forest and the divine weapons. The first step in establishing the city was to clear the forest. At that time, Agni, the god of fire, came to the Pandavas and said to Arjuna, "For years I have wished to consume the Pandava forest, but Indra, to protect his friend Takshaka the serpent king, sends rains and prevents me. If you assist me, I will grant you celestial weapons." Arjuna and Krishna accepted this plea. With Arjuna's arrows, they created a barrier so strong that even Indra's torrential rains could not quench the flames. Agni devoured the entire forest and was finally satisfied. In this great battle, Arjuna displayed unmatched valor. Pleased, Agni bestowed upon Arjuna the invincible Gandiva bow and a celestial chariot. Krishna too received the Sudarshana chakra. From that day, Arjuna's glory was equal to the gods, and Krishna's power doubled. The creation of the divine city. After the burning of Pandava forest, the Pandavas received the aid of gods and demons alike. The celestial architect Vishwakarma and the great demon Maya joined hands to design a grand capital. Slowly, a magnificent city began to rise. Around the city, a deep moat was dug, filled with flowing water. An immense fortress wall enclosed the city, an impenetrable defense against enemies. Gigantic gates stood like the peaks of Mandarakal mountain, guarded by armed sentinels. The streets were broad and smooth, safe for chariots and travelers alike. At every gateway, carvings of Garuda with outstretched wings enhanced the city's divine splendor, the splendor of Indraprastha. At the heart of the city stood the Pandavas' royal palace, unmatched in beauty and grandeur. Gold and silver gleamed in every corner. Its treasuries overflowed like Kabura's vaults. Within the palace were lush gardens like Nandana, crystal-clear lakes, and groves adorned with flowers of every hue. Around the city, orchards and flowering trees were planted. Mango, Kadamba, Ashoka, Kampa, Parijat, Amalthas, and countless more. The sweet call of cuckoos and the dance of peacocks filled the air with joy. Swans, chakravakas, and ducks graced the lakes, their calls echoing melodiously. Merchants and craftsmen arrived from distant lands to settle in this city. Learned Brahmins, masters of the Vedas and Shastras, made it their home, enriching the cultural soul of the capital. Gradually, Indraprastha blossomed into a thriving center of trade, knowledge, and art. The grand festival and naming. When the city was complete, a great yajna and housewarming ceremony was held under the guidance of sage Vyasa. Kings, nobles, and warriors from many lands attended. Amazed by its magnificence, all declared it a capital descended from the heavens. Because it rivaled Indra's Amaravati in splendor, the new city was named Indraprastha, the fulfillment of the Pandavas' dream. No longer were the Pandavas wandering princes or exiles. They became sovereign rulers with full glory and prosperity. Indraprastha stood as the symbol of their courage, toil, and divine grace. From here began the chapter that laid the foundation for the great war of the